It's in the game.
Get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back.
So big, so no, so long as you get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Now we on track, but you can never ever be my man.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Great.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Dotson in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now inside the 25. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
For the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Williams. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Hurts. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're going to 54. Right here.
Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47.
Prescott now from the 50. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, kill. There we go, kill. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, Right in. Here we go, 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! Hey, going in. Here we go, 46, 47.
Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At their own 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
In motion left comes Brown. Back to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Yeah! Hey, 47! We're going to 50. Here we go, 46, 46. Everybody kill.
To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53.
Throwing, Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Kill. Here go 46. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
63.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
You see them communicating after that play. They both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Great. Count that Yeti. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hey, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53.
Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's 47. Here we go, going to 54. Right here. Kill. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Yeah! Here we go.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. Hey, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams from 4 yards.